As I mentioned in the previous lesson, once you're feeling more comfortable with producing American English sounds, it's time to graduate to creating rhythms and stresses in your speech. Today's pronunciation lesson is about the opposite side of stress, reduction. In our previous lesson, we talked about the size of a stressed syllable, namely, it is big and has a clear vowel sound. By clear, we mean that the vowel has one of the features of vowels number 1 through 15, which we talked about earlier. The opposite of a full, clear vowel is a reduced vowel. In English, all vowels are not created equal. English vowel pronunciation is not a democracy where all vowels get equal attention. Without the assignment of stress on a word, most vowels get reduced in their length, volume, and clarity. In essence, these reduced vowels get relegated to the mid-central region of the mouth for half an appearance before the tongue hurries on to a more important place to be. If you remember the basic vowel chart that showed the tongue position of English vowels, high versus low, front versus back, there was a funny-looking symbol included in the middle of the chart. It was in the same box as vowel number 7, The symbol was unnumbered and looked like an upside-down rotated E, like this. Although this little symbol has no official number in the system, it has its own name, schwa. It is very important because it represents a weak, middle-of-the-mouth sound that holds just a fraction of a beat in speaking. It sounds like the that we say when we don't know our next thought. What movie do you want to see? I'm not sure. Schwa has the same voice quality as but it isn't as big or as loud or as long as number 7. It's just a little hint of a vowel, just enough to say, okay, that sounds like a syllable, but now let's go hear some more important ones. For example, in the following words, the letter O is reduced altogether or very weak. Control, divot, observe, actor, demonstrate. Your temptation may be to pronounce these letters very fully. Control, devote, observe, actor, demonstrate. But that would be wrong. For some learners, it may be helpful to think of these unstressed vowels as throwaway sounds. You can foster this attitude by drawing a line through them like this. Control, divot, observe, actor, demonstrate. Other learners like to highlight the part that is stressed, like this. Control, divot, observe, actor, demonstrate. Do whatever works for you. Note that any vowel letter can be reduced to if it has no stress. Therefore, the following words, even though they're spelled differently, have the same final syllable sound, ut. Sometimes it can sound like a weak it as well. It doesn't matter as long as it's reduced. Listen to these reductions and see for yourself. Limit, minute, definite, secret, counterfeit, pilot, delicate, circuit. Again, all different letters with one thing in common: no stress. So they sound like ut. You may want to go back and play these groups again to make sure you've understood and felt the difference in your mouth. In our next lesson, we'll talk about another important aspect of English rhythm and give you some practice. Is your English speech not as clear as you'd like? Contact me here so we can get you on the right track. I look forward to hearing from you. Question. For example, if I ask you about your progress on a project, I could say, "You aren't ready, are you?" My belief is that you still need more time. If you agree with me, then you answer, "No, I'm not." Normally, if we think we agree,